We're going to learn about money. Money can also be called currency. And every country has their own money. So we're going to be looking at the money or currency of United States. This is the penny. Some people also call it a 1 cent. On one side of the penny, we have Abraham Lincoln. He was the 16th president of the United States. And on the other side of the penny, there are different backs. This one shows the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., our country's capital. But some other pennies will show a banner, a shield that has stripes, and the national motto, which says E pluribus unum. And that's a Latin language, and it means out of many, one. Because United States gathers many states into one country. The penny or the cent is worth 1 cent. It's our smallest coin. This is called the nickel. And it has the face of Thomas Jefferson, who was also a president. And then on the other side of the coin, it shows a house that has a name. It's called Monticello. And this was the house that Thomas Jefferson designed. He drew it, and then he got to build it. This is called the nickel. It is worth 5 cents. We need to get 5 pennies to make 1 nickel. This is the dime. A dime is worth 10 pennies or 10 cents. And on one side, we have Franklin Roosevelt. He was the 32nd president of the United States. He lived a long time ago. And on the other side, it has a torch. A torch is a tube that has something on the top of it that burns to give off light. And this is what people used before they had flashlights or electricity. And the torch stands for liberty or freedom. And then on one side is an olive branch. And the olive branch is used to show peace. And on the other side, it has an oak branch. Oak is a type of tree as well. And it's a strong tree, and it can grow on its own. And so it shows strength and independence. The dime is worth 10 pennies. This is called the quarter. And the quarter has George Washington on one side. George Washington was the first president of the United States. And on the other side of the coin, it shows an eagle. Because the eagle is the national symbol, the national bird symbol. And other just like with the penny, that you might find a different penny that doesn't look like this, there are many different types of quarters. They all have George Washington on one side, but on the other side, they might have a state shape. And it's a fun game to collect quarters and see if you can collect all different 50 quarters for each one of the 50 states. Maybe you'll look around carefully and you might find the quarter that has Texas in it. To get a quarter, we need to save up 25 pennies. And finally, we've looked at coins. They're round and they're made of metal. And this is a paper bill. And a bill, we can have many different types of bill, but we're going to just share with you the $1 bill. The $1 bill is important because it's a new category. Just like with pennies, we had 1 penny all the way to 100 pennies. When we have 100 pennies, we exchange them and we get $1. That is called $1. You might see other bills and they might have different numbers in the corners. The numbers in the corners tell us about the bill. That's what I wanted to share with you about United States currency. You can find more information by going to the website of the place that makes money called the U.S. Mint. And on that, you can click on the coins, see how different they can look, and you can learn more about them. Have a good afternoon, and I'll see you again.